about us. New Year's resolution, man. What's y'all's New Year's? Paris, what's your New Year's resolution, man? You got anyone for 21? 2020 been kind of crazy.
2020's been crazy. I haven't really thought about it that much, man. I don't really do the New Year's resolution thing, but since you know what, since we got this podcast, man, I really wanted to grow. My New Year's resolution, man, I'm really gonna try to be on social media more this year. I'm gonna try to push more just myself, just our stuff, just stuff on social, really get like really capitalize on this social media stuff that's going on, man. Like I'm gonna catch this second wave. I feel like I missed the first wave when the social everything like blew up. So I'm really on board, man. I'm catching this next wave, and that's my New Year's resolution, man.
You gonna do the TikTok and the Snapchat and the all platforms? You got any specific ones?
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna try. Let me master Instagram first. Let me get on Instagram, and then I'm gonna move on to some different platforms. I think that's gonna be my resolution, man.
You sound like you 50.
Boy, I feel like it, man. Let me tell you, man. I ain't with this social, man.
I gotta get one at a time. I can't do more than one.
It's what it is.
But I mean, you hit it right on the head though, P. Because social media is probably the most powerful thing that's out right now. Because no matter what it is you do, you could get a business started. You could, do whatever. And the advertising is right there in your own hand. I mean, you
right
got
in your hand.
Music out now, and they ain't even going to the labels. They making more money putting it out themselves, than doing anything.
Just like Chance the Rapper, man, owning everything too. I love it.
Yeah, man, that's where it's at.
So what's your resolution, Jam? You got anything?
I'm like P, man. I normally don't do the resolutions, because I think a lot of people they come sit back and claim that this is gonna be the year and make all these promises, and they don't do nothing. But I will say this: I got a lot of stuff going on now personally, with the new businesses and things like that. So, man, my thing is just gonna make this year continue to be better than the next year.
Hey.
Even though 2020 was bad for a lot of folk, it really wasn't bad for me. It's money wise and and everything else. It was a good year. I ain't like the fact that I got sick this year. I shouldn't say sick, but I just wasn't feeling well this year. Because normally I go the whole year and I feel great every day the whole year. But when it comes to business, man, things have just been growing. And my thing is just going to be continuing to challenge myself to not be satisfied with status quo and to keep doing my thing.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that at all.
What you got, Goat? What you got?
I don't got too much, man. I don't make resolutions either. I just kind of it's kind of bad, man. I don't really make strong goals. I just want to do something good, and I just try to be the best at it. But I do want to get more into. I want to invest more. I want to have some more strong investments, better investments, bigger investments, so that I can take myself out of the picture and not work as hard. I want to just kind of kick back and be on the beach just like you, P. Do that more often, man. Just kind of I think that's what 2020 kind of showed me, man. That tomorrow ain't promised. You got to take time for yourself just to smell the roses, look at the sky, chill. I don't know, man. I don't think that you can take life for granted. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. I just want to slow down, invest more, and just kind of take it in stride, man.
Man, speaking of investing, I made $1,600 on Bitcoin on the foreign exchange.
Oh, you in that Bitcoin? Okay.
Bitcoin. Man, look, and I punked out. I really probably should have made more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that thing was climbing.
So when you get in like this last month or back in March, or when you get in?
Oh man, no, that was over 2 days. Well, really over 1 day. I made it out mostly in 1 day.
That's a big deal, man.
Heck yeah,
How much you put in?
I was at $10 a pip, man.
$10 to turn into 1,600.
Nice. So you wrote it for a minute.
That was really, it was over a couple hours, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just over a couple hours. I mean, it kept climbing, so I just kept going with it. But yeah, when you talked about investing, let me ask y'all this question: why don't we make New Year's resolutions? Like, do y'all feel like they bad? Like why don't you participate and do that kind of stuff?
For me, I it's not that I like you said, most people make resolutions and they end up trying to keep them for like a year. It ain't really a thing that most people keep up with, and it's just why make this goofy promise that I'm not really even into. But so it's something I feel like this what I said about the social. It's just something I want to do, something I'm kind of into anyway, something I need to do. Like you said, we got things going on. I got things going on just personally, so it's something I need to kind of just do anyway. So I feel like I could keep it up. So it doesn't feel like a resolution, like a New Year's resolution, even though I guess it kind of is. But it's just something I'm just gonna step up and do.
All right. So how about this? If you're not on the social media platforms, I ain't gonna say the next time I see you, but within 3 months. All right, you got 3 months to be on it and to be on it heavy. Next time we see you, me and the GOAT get the spack in the back of the head, man.
That's all the incentive I need, man. That's it.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
That's it.
You got to be good too, man. You got to be posting like reels and live TV and whatever.
Yeah, we need you to be posting on a regular basis.
Right,
like
so
it can't just be that you got an account.
Yeah, you got to have the filters in there and everything, man. You got to do all that stuff.
Yeah, man.
Y'all setting that bar. Now you setting the bar a little higher now for me. Huh?
Yeah. We setting it high. We setting it high, man.
That's all good, man. I don't mind challenges. I don't mind challenges. But that's a good question. I feel like is it a black people thing? I just feel like it's something that just all the time. We've been hearing since our kid. Let's make a New Year's resolution, but the shit that never seems real, man. People give up on them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, a lot of times they be making that goofy stuff though. They like, man, I'm gonna eat more vegetables.
I'm
like,
gonna lose weight. I'm gonna lose 100 pounds.
Yeah, like I feel like I do think goal setting is important. Like if you don't set goals, then that really the numbers show that they're less likely to happen. So I don't think we highlight the importance of setting specific goals, but we be setting that goofy stuff. I think we need to set like some challenges,
like
set some money goals, some business goals, some some things that you really want to accomplish that's actually going to do something versus just I'm gonna eat apples twice a week or something like that.
That's something I always struggle with, man. Like I don't know, since you know how people start your they had you need to set a 2 to 4. In college, they tell you need to set a 2-year goal
plan
or the 5-year plan, 3 to 5 year plan.
I used to hate them. I used to hate that shit.
I always struggle with that, man. I never. I don't think I probably set a 5-year goal, but I never stuck with them. Stuck with them.
I would say the thing that helped me with it was when I was working at the company. Being in management, I had to forecast my year, so I had to say, all right, I'm gonna open up this office and we're gonna make this much money. And then the next year, we're going to make this much money. So I had to set those goals. And the thing is, if I forecast too heavy and we didn't hit the goal, you lose your job based on not hitting forecast. But if you forecast too light, you lose your job for not knowing what you're talking about. So it really kind of helped me with forecasting. And then I start, when I start training and developing, if I got a new person, I don't want them just to come and say, hey, I'm just going to do my best. Like, man, you're going to be terrible. Like, no, like, well, what is your best? What are you going to produce, each day, each week, each month, that's going to lead to us producing, year by year, what accomplishments are you going to do? So like, and I found that when I set them and I did a good goal setting, man, my people would hit their goals and they would blossom and they would make more money than they ever made before versus the people that had that attitude of, man, I ain't setting no goal. They were just the mediocre workers. And, being in charge, I don't like mediocre people. I want the people that's gonna shine. And the goal setting worked. That's the one thing I can say, it worked.
What about you, P? You a goal setter? Or you just
I'm a goal setter. I do I'm not the long term. I always had trouble with the long term goals too, like 5 years out, 10 years, what's your 10-year plan? But I have gotten really good, like just even on a daily basis. Like one of the things I do when I wake up in the morning after I kind of get myself going, I'll just make a list. This is the shit I want to accomplish for the day. And I'll just go crossing off like as I get it done. Like it's one of my favorite things to do, man. Crossing things off my list now, man. It just feels good. I feel like I'm accomplishing stuff, man. So I've gotten really good at like my daily goal setting, and if I don't get something accomplished, I just roll it over to the next day, something like that. But
you gotta step it up, man. It's time to step it up. Hey, we gonna make yearly goals this year.
A yearly goal.
Yearly goal, man. Like how much money you want to make, man. If you want to open up some businesses, like start off with where you want to end, and then you have to break it down on the smaller scale. So like what you need to, so you have the yearly goal, then you have your time
monthly,
frames, and then what you need
weekly.
to do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we stepping it up, man, because if we want to do something big, man, we got to think big.
Nah, for real, yeah, I have heard that before. I do believe it, man. Like if when you set your goals, man, it does make them easier to accomplish things. I do believe that.
Yeah, I see your face right there, EP. You too. Yearly goal, man. Step it up.
I've been
thinking
doing
about
fine, man.
thinking
I've been doing
about
fine. I never, like I said, I never really set the. If like I may have a goal. If my goal is like, okay, I'm gonna make this amount of money this year. I'm gonna make $100,000 this year. Then I'll just say, okay, I just need to do these two things, and then that'll put me on the path. That'll project me on that path to get that 100. But like really, like right, like y'all say, y'all writing a list and stuff. I've never written a list, never. And I don't know. I guess my mind doesn't work like that or something. But it's just if I sit down and write a list, a week later I forgot what I've written, and I don't really care anymore.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
How you forget what you wrote down, man? You wrote it down.
I don't know. It seems like it's like maybe I'll get frustrated with it. Like I'll say this list don't make sense, or maybe I should add this, and I'm always going back and and then to me I'm like focusing on. I'm missing the forest for the tree. I'm focusing on the list.
Analysis paralysis is what we used to call it.
That's yeah. So I guess that's why I don't like to really do the list thing. But but I do
but the list. So the list that Pete talking about is basically a daily list, like a duty list, or
like things to do, kind of
Yeah.
Like
now that's different than a list of goals. So
yeah, I mean, I look at it like, because I what you're saying about you have the big lists and you break it down into smaller lists. Like it's kind of like I start with a smaller list, and it's like these smaller things are going towards my bigger list. Yeah. But I do need to work on. Like I've always had trouble. I remember in high school, man, my teachers always asked me and shit like, "Where you gonna be in 5 years?" I'm like, I don't know, man.
I always did bad on those, man. I always did bad. 3 to 5 year goal play. I had to sometimes some of the jobs I had to write a 3 to 5 year goal. We want to be in 3 to 5 years.
Not at this job no more.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, not with y'all.
I was had a bad time doing that, man. I don't know. I guess I don't think in that. I don't know,
man. But it's a challenge. See, that's what we talk about 2021, man. We got to think different, and as good as we doing now, because all of us are doing well, but we can't just always be satisfied with what we are. We always gotta keep stepping it up and improving. So if making goals could take us to just another level higher, then making it ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna hurt to do it.
True that.
I leave mics torn when I put it on. I leave mics torn when I put it on.